What's going on? It's your dog Art Man Boxing, and we back with another boxing conversations. Yeah, I'm not in my usual setup. I'm in my chick crib, so got to do what I got to do. It's been a minute since I got on live, but we got to talk about what the fuck happened last week, um, and what's going on in the next couple weeks. Man, it's gonna be a great month for boxing. I can't fucking wait. We got Bud Crawford versus Sean Porter. Showtime Sean Porter, that is the man that you see on live television falling asleep. That's who Bud Porter is. Bud Crawford is about to fight, man. It's gonna be real good, dude. I cannot wait. Says salute. I'm at work, but I'm here, man. Today's my day off, but I'm still working, man. Um, dude, a lot of shit been going on in the boxing world. First of all, Plant lost. What the fuck, dude? I thought he was going to go in there and school Canelo, and he was doing his thing for a little bit, but he faded, and when he faded, Canelo picked right up. Um, my thing with that fight is that I noticed that Plant couldn't hurt Canelo really. Like he would touch him up with the jab, threw little soft body punches and shit, but he wouldn't really like sitting down on them punches, man. I ain't no conspiracy theorist or nothing like that, but it does make me think, like, what's up with these guys who fight Canelo? It's like, y'all not really trying to bring it to him, if you guys catch what I'm saying. Like, it's a difference between boxing and fighting. Some dudes go into matches thinking, oh, I'm just gonna box him, I'm gonna stay on the outside, I'm gonna pick the jab, you know what I'm saying? And if he get a little close, I'm gonna strike the right hand and duck and get out the way. I'm a boxer, you know what I'm saying? Use my fundamentals. And then there's some people that say, you know what, fuck all that. I know I'm not gonna win a boxing match. So I'm about to go in there and try to get this guy out. And I feel like going forward, the next person that wants to fight Canelo, that's what the fuck they got to do. Stop going there and try to, because you're not going to win on the scorecards. Man, after last week, I mean, a lot of people knew before, but after last week, it confirms that you're not going to beat Canelo on the scorecards. A lot of people said, oh, I had Plant up, I had Canelo up. But in reality, let's be real. Let's be fucking real. Plant, he was doing his thing on the cards. I ain't gonna say he was up 7-2, but he was up on them cards, to me, in my opinion. But when you looked at the unofficial scorecard, what did that say? What did it say? You know what I'm saying? I thought jabs and ring generalship played a big part in scoring fights. But hey, when it comes to certain fighters, that it just doesn't matter anymore. But Plant, he did his thing. Don't get me wrong, he did his thing. But I feel like the way to beat Canelo now is not just boxing. You got to put it on him. You got to bring it to him. And that's why a lot of people feel like Benavidez will beat him. Because they know Benavidez is not going to be out there trying to stick the jab and shoulder roll. Trying to shoulder roll, but you fucking got your guard right here and the motherfucker clip you in the top of your head and then you all the way fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He made a mistake. Let's be real. Plant made a mistake trying to do the shoulder roll and keep that phone up to his ear. But he had it down here, thinking Canelo was gonna rip that body, and he ripped the head. And he pieced of shit. And he got Plant all types of dazed and confused. Plant hit the ground. I mean, dude, you making it seem like you don't got no experience because the first thing he does is try to hop right back up, and it's like, man, look, when Plant fell from that first knockdown and he jumped up like that, dude, I already got out of my chair, and I already grabbed me another drink because I said, man, this shit's over with. Shit's over with. You said Plant was gassed. I told you he wasn't going to win regardless. Those cards was trash. And then they got the whole protection squad on Twitter. You go on Twitter and say, bro, go on Twitter and say, man, I ain't gonna lie, I had Plant up before the stoppage. Go on that, they'll say you ain't no boxing fan, you don't know shit about this sport, you're an idiot, you're a Mexican hater, you're all this. Just go, mark my words, go on Twitter and say, man, I had Plant up there. Don't even say how many rounds you had him up. Just say I had Plant up in that fight prior to the knockout. They gonna come in your inbox. They gonna call you all types of monkeys. They gonna say you don't know shit about boxing. All those shits. Said them Canelo counters look scary as hell. Scared to miss and he got cracked. Man, I didn't like that shit because this Caleb playing, he doing this thing. And then he gonna get in the pocket with Canelo and he go like this. Drop that shit right here like Canelo about to hit him in the body. Then they going like this. That shit, Canelo cracked him side the head with that left hook. I said, oh shit, man. I instantly, bro, I instantly got up, poured myself some more Bel Air. And I took me a sip and I said, oh man, let's go Benavides. Let's go Charlo because this nigga ain't gonna get it done. Sorry. You said Plant was gassed. We had a garbage card the whole week. First the Mayer fight, then the Nello fight. So I had Nello up. Plant was scared to throw anything but the jab. Plant was throwing something. He was throwing the jab. He was throwing the hook. All that shit. But it just wasn't. It just seems like it wasn't. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. Like it was pissing me off because okay, yeah, we know Plant don't have like monstrous power, but I done seen Plant try to rip a body shot to Canelo, and that shit looked like it had no steam on that shit at all. I said, oh man. I'm telling you, I hate when I get in that mode where I'm watching the fight and something happens and it just makes me get out my chair and just want to go do other things because I was just pissed off. I'm like, dude, come on, bro. But that's why people feel like Benavides and Charlo got a better chance of beating Canelo because they're not going to sit there and try to box him. They're going to try to take it to him. Said the round 9 convo was whack. Why Plant wanted his approval? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, go ask that guy from Tennessee. I don't know that shit. Said Plant was up in the fight and he had some sneaky counters. Yeah, he was doing his thing, but you know, the punches wasn't affecting Canelo. It wasn't. And Canelo's stamina, I don't know, man. It's off the chain now. It's off the chain. But Canelo needs to fight somebody, or somebody needs to go in there with Canelo that's gonna have the same game plan as Sean Porter, which is not giving the opponent any opportunity to breathe. To beat Canelo, I feel like you got to be on his ass from round 1 to the bell ring, man. The final bell ring. Honestly, because going in there thinking you're going to outbox him, unless you Mayweather, I don't think it's going to happen. Because, first of all, them scorecards looking funny style. And if you don't got the stamina to box him without getting caught, then that's what it is, man. Hold on 1 second. Real shit though. Real shit. Hold on. Let me look at these chats. Said I would say the first round it seemed like Plant was trying to win, but in the 4th round, Canelo hit Plant with something mean, and Plant then throw another hard shot. I mean, my thing, I know it's probably easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, like you got knocked out regardless, nigga. You should at least took a risk, bro. Take a fucking risk, nigga. If you got if you eventually end up still getting knocked out, nigga, you might as well go in there and do what the fuck you got to do. Shit. Shit. And my dude Andre saying Mikey going out sad. Man. Man. Hey, dude. Mikey going out super sad. For those who don't know what NJ is referring to, uh, let me show you guys. And I'm about to get into some artwork too, because I got a lot of work to do. But let me show you what Mr. Mikey Garcia decided to post because of Errol Spence. First, I said first Jesse Vargas. Now Mikey Garcia. Ah, shit. So Mikey Garcia was upset that Errol Spence made a tweet or Instagram story about how he was taking his son Mikey Garcia to school, and this is what Mister Mikey Garcia decided to post. What we're looking at right now is a after visit summary of a visit that Mikey Garcia had at a clinic in Dallas. So the reason for the visit was the patient presents with a chief complaint of constant sore throat of the neck since Tuesday, March 12th, 2019. It was following quality difficulty swallowing. The patient describes severity as moderate. The patient also reports chills, congestion, fever, mouth pain, and difficulty swallowing. Um, they show his temperature. It was decent, you know what I'm saying? A little high, but it's all right. He weighed 150 pounds. Okay. Okay. He's trying to cop out and say, hey, the reason why I lost is because I was sick. Nigga, you ain't lose because you sick. You lost because the better man kicked your fucking ass all night. But what really got my attention is the demographics. Check this out, y'all. Do y'all know that Mikey Garcia he's not Mexican. He's a white man. That's according to this demographic here. And by the way, before you get checked in at a hospital, or fully checked in, they hand you a demographic form which you have to fill out and state your race, nationality, just so they can identify you and such. Uh, According to his after visit summary, he put it on his demographic form that he is a white male. I said, oh man, oh man, crazy how that goes. But I'm not surprised. I don't want to hurt too many feelings on this show tonight or today, but Mikey Garcia is not the only Latino claiming to be white, bro. And it's very unfortunate, but you can see it. Look how they treat us when we say somebody's gonna beat Canelo. They call us all types of monkeys and shit, things that a white person would do, or a racist white person would do, right? And here they are, wanna be gringos, crazy shit, man. Said, who the hell brings up a fucking sinus infection 2 years later after a Euro bum whoops you, bro? The fuck out of here, man. Even his own fans is like, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This shit looking kind of desperate right now. And they want to say, oh, Wilder's the king of excuses. But it's like real quiet with this one. And that's what I don't like these motherfuckers, because their hatred towards Wilder is completely different from their the way they view Wilder is very different from the way they view other fighters. Like, this is a beyond me fucking excuse, bro. How the hell you gonna pull up this shit 2 years fucking later? At least Wilder pull up the shit damn near fucking immediately after the fucking fight. This nigga waited 2 years to say this shit. But yeah, say you paying 70 for that Bud versus Porter? Most likely not, but I'm pretty sure my pops is, because Bud is my pop's favorite fighter of this generation. So I'm pretty sure he is. I'm just gonna be watching, man. I really respect both brothers, to be honest. Even though Sean Porter said some stupid shit about Wilder, I still respect Sean Porter as a fighter. But that video of him sleeping, ooh, that shit, is making all the Bud fans go nuts right now. They're like, ah, man, it's gonna be easy work. It's gonna be easy work. He's sleeping on the job. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. That Negro getting some sleep on live television. Oh shit, he losing. He gonna get knocked out. I've been seeing a lot of that lately. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't necessarily think that. I feel like the motherfucker is just working so damn hard that he slept on the fucking second job. I'm not saying that he ain't out there training. The motherfucker's training. He probably tired as shit from trying to multitask. But I understand people what they're saying though. They're saying that, saying things like, man, maybe he shouldn't be trying to multitask if he has such a dangerous task at hand. And that dangerous task is the brother I'm drawing right now, Mr. Bud Crawford. Yeah, you can't sleep against Bud. Y'all see that? Y'all, you can't sleep against this man right here. Hold on, let me let everybody know we in here cooking. We in here cooking up, man. But a lot of motherfuckers going outside, dude. But fuck Mikey Garcia. We talking about a real nigga, Terrence Crawford, right here.
Outside, dude.
We talking about a real nigga in Terrence Crawford, bro. Um, yeah, he not going outside like that. You know what I've been hearing though a lot. I've been hearing people saying that Canelo was Canelo is number one pound for pound because he's undisputed over Bud. And I just sit back and think to myself, how is that possible when Bud literally completed what Canelo just completed in 2021? Bud did that shit what in 2019? 2019? Bud did this shit in 2019, and y'all sitting here telling me Canelo is pound for pound because he just became undisputed. Bruh, bruh, get off of that shit, man. And somebody said, how can you put Bud over Canelo? I said easy. I can easily put somebody who's never been caught for performance enhancing drugs and that was undisputed over somebody who has been caught for performance enhancing drugs and now who is now undisputed. Of course. Of course I can. But shout out to Bud. Shout out to Canelo. He did his thing, but let's be real. Now that all the talk is done, you know, all the lights and glamour are gone for the moment. Let's be real. Who did Canelo beat to become undisputed? The same guy they said wasn't shit because he couldn't stop Caleb Truax. Ain't that crazy how that shit works? Ain't it crazy how it works? How you could be shit one day and then when you lose, you get boosted up as a great champion. I hear the same people that are literally saying Plant ain't shit because he had a tough fight with Truax are now saying that, you know, Canelo did beat an undefeated champion, bro. He did beat an undefeated champion, bro. But I thought y'all said that champion wasn't shit. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You really can't. Can't have your cake and eat it too. But yeah, I still hear a lot of people just doing a lot of rumbling, and I'm just like, man, dude. I honestly feel like you can't call Canelo the best fighter in the world with those things surrounding his career. Yes, he has accomplished so much, but it's like, dude, you guys are acting like Canelo he just put himself in position where he's able to accumulate those belts right away by himself. Man, let's be real, dude. These organizations, these organizations, they help certain fighters out, dude. A lot of your favorite fighters will become undisputed if they were put in those positions that Canelo was put in. He has gotten a lot of opportunities that a lot of fighters don't get, man. You put it. Let's be real. Put Andre at 168 against all the opponents that Canelo fought at 168 to become undisputed. You telling me that Andre couldn't become undisputed as well? Exactly. Like I said, man, some of these organizations don't want black champions. Yes, they have black champions because they have no other choice to put them there because they earn their right there. But when they have the chance to, they create situations where their champions get tangibles and our champions don't get shit. Let's be real. You said Plant will fuck around and fuck Andre up. Niggas, cut the bullshit. Plant will fucking get eaten by a fucking uppercut, dude. You think that, man, you think that uppercut, you think that hook was something special? Yeah, it was. But Andre's uppercut will fucking have Plant on the canvas laid the fuck out, dude. Let's be real. Now they're trying to rate Plant super high now. Y'all see that shit? Now they rated Plant super high now. Now he's somebody. But a week ago, he wasn't shit. Crazy how that fucking works. But honestly, in my opinion, I think Plant will lose to Andrade bad. I think Plant will lose to Benavidez, and I think Plant will lose to Andrade. Yeah, man. I mean, and Charlo, I meant. Because, yeah, he got the boxing ability, but he showed us that he don't got the gas tank or the power to keep a dog off of him. Can't. And then here's the thing with Andre. Andre's a hell of a boxer too. Andre's a hell of a boxer. You just can't go in there and think, oh, I'm gonna go in there and just outbox him. Fuck no. Why you think these guys don't want to fight him? You can't even the style of boxing that Andre has, dude, nigga, I wish you would tell me that you found a perfect sparring partner to imitate uh Andre's fighting style. Because that shit is rare. You can't find one. The dude's throwing fucking crazy hooks. He missed the hook. He ducks and run away out your fucking direction. No way you could touch him. How the hell do you train for that shit, man? The guy Andre throws a hook, me an uppercut from damn near 5 feet away. How the hell you train for that shit? Let's be real, dude. Yeah, it may not be pretty, but it gets the fucking job done. All them UK dudes, they try to put them in coming off of fucking layoffs. Still can't stop that man. Said Plant loses to Saunders and Smith as well. I don't know about that shit. I think he beats Saunders. But it is what it is. Put the white champions against white champions, see what happens. Let me see what my dude talking about. Midwest Boxing Talk. I know that's what Top Rank about over here to take him out. Southpaw versus Southpaw. So his advantage is gone. Seems 50-50. Said Art Man, salute in the chat. Salute. And let me drop the link in the chat for anybody that want to tune in. Y'all can chop it up. I'm over here just painting up this fucking design. I may not even have enough time to put this shit on a hoodie, but we'll see, man. Um, I know the fucking after this fight, dude, man, we gonna see who holds that pound for pound #1 spot for sure. Cause hey, man, if Bud win by knockout, what can you say? What can you say? Really, undisputed at 140, went to 147, stopped everybody he fought at 147. There's nobody at 147 that seen or heard the final bell. So that says a lot, man. Say you betting on Cambosis? Nah, I'm not betting. I can't fucking bet out here, dude. I'm in Minnesota, man. Only way I can bet is if I was to fucking catch a flight to Vegas or Iowa or some shit. Can't bet here in Minnesota, unfortunately. But I just seen on the news they're talking about sports gambling, and I feel like they need to approve that shit. So I need to get back. I need to get behind whatever politician that wants that sports betting because I'm tired of living in Minnesota and can't bet on a fucking fight. Because there's been a lot of fights that I called and I got right that I could have bet on, and I ain't make the fucking money off it because I couldn't bet here in fucking Minnesota. But you said he ain't stopping Porter? Psh, man, nigga, that will say a lot if he did. It would say a lot if he did. I know that. Say he might. Dude, let's talk about it. Now that we're on the topic of it, let's talk about it. I honestly can't see. I don't see it happening, but I'm not saying that it can't happen. Because don't get me wrong, Bud is a extraordinary fighter, cut from a cloth of the old school days, man. I really have a lot of respect for Bud Crawford. His style is very good, man. He got power and he knows how to box. He knows how to switch stance. You know, I don't know, man. But after hearing Porter, I'm kind of convinced that Porter gonna get this guy the toughest fight of his career. Says salute Art, man. That painting looking fresh. Shout out to you, man. We just in here doing our thing, man. It's been a minute since I got on live, but we just had to do a little quick recap of Canelo versus Plant. Good fight, all that and all that shit. Undisputed, first Mexican, great. Now they calling this motherfucker the greatest Mexican fighter ever. Hey, y'all Mexicans decide on that shit. I ain't deciding on that. Y'all can debate that. That's a conversation that y'all can have. Said my boy Fulton about to punish Figueroa. Yeah, dude, man. And that's the thing. What kills me, dude. We got so many great fighters, man. They be like, oh, look at your boy. Your boy Wilder lost. Your Negro boy Wilder lost. Look, that's the end for you guys. Hell no, nigga. We got several fighters. Wilder's just one of them. And Wilder was the guy who wasn't even supposed to be here. But look at him. What does that tell about what does that say about you guys? If Wilder can get that far without having what they say lack of skill, man, lack of skill, dude. I wish fucking Plant had what fucking Wilder had in that Canelo fight. I wish that motherfucker had that grit to go in there and take it to Canelo ass and risk breaking his arm and limbs just to get a fucking knockout. Shit. But go on. Said Fulton in for a tough fight, but he should be able to pull it off. My thing is with that fight is Figueroa's reach, man. And he do got a little decent pop on his punch, man. I'm not saying that is an easy fight for Fulton. I got Fulton winning, but I honestly believe like this is a tough fight. This ain't no walk in the park. Cause I honestly thought that Neary versus Figueroa fight was gonna be a tough fight. That should end up being a walk in the park for fucking Figueroa. And I know fucking Fulton ain't no fucking Nuri, whatever the fuck his name is. Man, this one is still going on Twitter about me. What the fuck? But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. He said I would join, but I'm on the base right now. Service ain't that good. Hell no, you don't want the fucking captain to hear you talking all this black shit. He gonna make your ass fucking I don't even know what's the discipline actions in fucking the army. Don't they make y'all niggas clean the bathroom with your toothbrush? Or is that just the movies? He gonna make you do something. Make you drop down and give his ass 50. You better not be on here talking that black shit with Art, man. Said thank you for your service. Yeah, thank you for your service. Yeah, every day I walk this country and I say, man, thank you, Hakeem, for what you done for me, man. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be out here getting my ass whipped by the police. No, I'm talking shit. But shout out to my brother, Midwest Boxer. Said, what up, G? Said they still got the Philly Phenoms boots in Fulton. They're coming up. Hey, yeah, man, straight up, dude. Yeah. And I asked this, man. I said, is there something in the water in Philly? Is there something in the water in Philly? Because they got some straight up killers in there, dude. They got straight up killers in Philly, man. And Boots looking like a fucking monster, dude. Man, speaking of Sean Porter, did y'all hear that shit with Sean Porter when he was talking about the potential Boots fight? He was like, nigga, please, I ain't trying to fight this guy. Hell no. And I ain't mad at him. Y'all hit the Cash App, $ Artman Boxing. Y'all let me know I'm in here cooking up, man. $ Artman Boxing on the Cash App. And then y'all make sure y'all go to the website, artmanapparel.com to get some of the dopest boxing merchandise. Straight up. Said Flame. Shout out to my the sister, Unique Dawn. We in here cooking up, man. We talking about this potential all-time great fight right here. Bud versus Porter. And this is, I like this fight because there's nobody in these guys' career who they should be fighting next besides each other. Yeah, I understand that, Errol Spence is supposed to be here in the mix, but Errol Spence is a champion in recess in my eyes. So the next best thing is Porter. And man, if Bud can pull this shit off, oh Lord. What can you really say about Bud then? Especially if he does it impressively. But you know what they're going to say? You know what they're gonna say, y'all? Y'all ready? You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say, "Well, look, there's footage of Porter sleeping. He wasn't even really training like that, so, but he shouldn't really even deserve the victory because Porter wasn't even training." Now, if this was the same Porter that was training hard like he did against Errol Spence, then he still would have sticked around, But that just happens. Yeah, I'm ready for that conversation. I really am. So I'm just mentally preparing myself for that conversation because best believe it's coming. They're gonna say he wasn't focusing. The man with too many jobs. He ain't focused. He got a baby. His afro too long. Look, he ain't pick his hair out. That's why he lost. I'm just ready for all them excuses. But I like how Bud is not really saying that he's gonna get the knockout because I feel like or to my knowledge, I haven't heard Bud say he's gonna get the knockout. But for what I believe, man, I think that claiming you're gonna get the knockout and don't get the knockout is bad because then people are gonna use that shit on you forever. Oh, you're supposed to knock him out. You're supposed to knock him out. You're supposed to knock him out. Like, yeah, they even use that shit against Errol. Errol Mikey Garcia, you were supposed to knock him out, bro. Why you knock him out, bro? Shit like that, man. Said Boots should just go to 154 already. Then 147 dudes not gonna fight him. That's true, and they don't have to fight him unless he becomes one of their mandatories. But I remember I was telling my pops, I was showing my pops the footage of Boots. I was like, man, pops, it's just crazy how one day where everybody was Team Spence and saying, hey, this is the next up and coming young gun who's putting in work, and then as soon as that shit, a couple years later, we got a new one on top, man. It's just crazy how time flies, dude. But I showed my pops. I said, man, pops, this is the guy that people are saying that Terrence Crawford and all that's gonna, they're gonna avoid when he comes up the ranks. And my pops was like, the kid's good, but dude, he got that dog in him. Because he said, I seen the dog in Crawford. We all know Crawford got it, but does Boots got it? How does Boots react when he get hit hard, flush by somebody with power? Not a Delorme, but somebody with power. The next fight for Boots should be with the guy who beat my dude Jamal James. That would be a perfect fight. One, I would like to see an American get a revenge on that fucking piece of shit guy who was hitting my brother Jamal James in the back of the head. And two, that's gonna give him a little secondary title. That's gonna put him in position to fight for the full title. But wait, man, you guys gotta, man. The way I've been evaluating boxing lately, dude, it seems to me that they trying to keep certain fighters away from them belts, dude. They really are, man. This whole shit with Yugas, bro. Yugas and Stenosis, man, and then how they just did Jamal James, man. Shit. Said he'll fuck Butte the Beeve up badly. Fuck yeah, he'll knock his ass out. Said, man, Jamal ring rust really showed. Yeah, man, it was a good fight, but man, it kind of remind me of Wilder versus Fury a little bit. I know I'm not saying that their styles are the same or anything like that, but you notice once a fighter starts getting like punched in the back of the head or whatever, they just start looking drunk and gassed. And you be like, God damn, this is only the fifth round. Man, I feel like some of these fighters, they practice on that. They practice on dirty fighting. Because yeah, the ref can say, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna take a point away. They can do all that shit. But the damage is still there. The damage is still fucking there. So yeah, the ref took a point away, but you still got a wounded animal in front of you. So you can go in there and go for the kill. In a way, even though it's fucked up, that is kind of a smart way of fighting. Yeah, rough them up, do some foul shit, and then when the ref break it up, like, all right, bet, all right, all right, all right. But the damage is already done, so you can go in there for the fucking kill. Straight up, man. They send over East Europe punchers as the bagman whenever they want someone out the mix. Facts. Said, nah, facts, I agree. Man, it's like that, bro. I honestly think now watching boxing more and more and more and seeing what's going on, I honestly believe that shit. Like, yeah, that's sometimes that's their game plan. And my brother D Hive said it. He said it too. He said, man, once these European fighters start losing, or these East European dudes start losing on the cards or whatever, or start getting boxed, what they do is start resorting to fucking rabid punching, which is effective because yes, your equilibrium is off, and then on top of that, you got a fucking wounded animal with no legs in front of you. Of course, you could take that person out. And if you can't stop that person that's wounded like that, then what does that say about you? But Boots ain't gonna allow him to do that. Certain boxing, I'm keeping 100. If you got certain skills, you won't your opponent won't even get close enough to even hit you with fucking rabbit punches like that. Straight up. But you said, my dude Midwest Boxing said it's not making it to the Spence fight as a champion. He not make it to the might make it to the Beterbiew fight. I don't know who you're referring to in that one. But I honestly believe that yeah, I don't think Boots will be a champion at 147. Not because he's not good, it's the fact that he's too good. If boxing was on the up and up, they would have a real life tournament style that they claim that they're having right now with the WBA. But they'll have a real life tournament style that puts them in position to win a title. They don't even do that, man. Certain fighters get selected. Like, there's no way in hell that Canelo versus Yurjum should have happened. No way in hell that fight should have happened. Like I said, these organizations, man, they know who they want as a champion. There's more. Look, let's just be real. Think to yourself as a boxing fan or just somebody who just watched boxing or as a businessman. Is there more money in Canelo being a champion or Andre being a champion? You answer that question. Y'all answer that question. Let me know what y'all think. Is there more money in for and I don't say just money for that individual fighter. I mean like money for the organization, money for the venues, money for the commission. Is there more money in Canelo being a champion or Andre being a champion? Y'all answer that. Is there more money in Andre being a champion or Canelo being a champion? Because I'm pretty sure y'all know my opinion and my answer. My answer is for sure. There's more money in Canelo being a champion because look at him. He got the complexion for the protection. There ain't no fucking money in having this crazy ass Negro with dreads as a champion. Dude got no fucking personality on the mic, really. You know, ain't no money in that nigga being a champion. Ain't no because look, he don't. It's not like he sell out tickets. It's not like he fucking put asses in seats. It's not like he to make the WBA a lot of money or WBO, whoever fucking belt he has. It's not like he put a lot of money in their pockets. But ask Canelo though, I guarantee Canelo put a lot of money in these guys' pockets. Bro, Let a black champion fucking say fuck the WBC belt. I don't want this shit. WBC gonna be like, all right, deuces, nigga. We gonna have Hernandez versus Garcia or whoever, Rodriguez fight for that damn belt. But Canelo, he say fuck this WBC belt. I ain't find Triple G. Man, they try to do everything in their power to make things right with Canelo. Said, how many rounds would you think Ruiz would do against Wilder? Nigga, that the first time Wilder hurt Ruiz, it probably would be over. I would say around the third round, third, fourth round. I would say around the third, fourth round. Yep. God damn, they really on, bro. What? Mm-hmm. Man, these motherfuckers really be on here on my dick on Twitter, dude. What the fuck? Ah, man, it ain't easy being our man, but look, it is what it is, y'all. I love this shit. It's funny as long as the money keep on coming in. But yeah, this is a good fight at him, man. I don't see I don't see Ruiz beating Wilder. But you know what's so funny, y'all? It's crazy how people are more interested in seeing what Wilder's doing next over Tyson Fury. Why is that? Why is that? Why are people more interested in seeing what Wilder's doing next over Tyson Fury? And Tyson Fury's the champion, right? That goes to show you nobody really give a fuck about Tyson Fury. They only give a fuck about him because he beat a black champion. A black champion that they claim was nobody. Crazy how that fucking works. But I digress. But to be honest, this right here is the most important fight in boxing right now. Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter, because we want, or people want to know, if Bud at 147 is legit. Because let's be real, Bud, he fought some guys at 147, but none of those guys are on the level of Sean Porter. Even though he beat a guy who beat Sean Porter, which was Kell Brook. We all, when you put things in context, we all know what type of Kell Brook showed up to that fight. We all knew. But yeah, I don't think man, honestly, I don't even think this fight's gonna do good numbers, because what I'm seeing on Twitter is a lot of people upset that for the lack of promotion for this fight, and a lot of people upset at the pay-per-view price and all that. This last minute pay-per-view price, it's just sloppy, man. Like, Top Rank, I don't know what it is with these guys, man. It's like they will fucking Muhammad Ali grandson you to death. But here we are with one of the best fighters, or if not the best fighter in boxing. And they say they not even promoting this motherfucker's fight, dude. And then they want to tell you niggas, hey, you know, $70, right? God damn, can we know who's on the undercard? Who's on the undercard? Nigga, I wouldn't be surprised if Muhammad Ali's grandson's on the fucking undercard. But you know who I want to see again in the ring? I want to see Holyfield's son on the ring. I want to see him fight again. I think he has potential to be something good. I honestly do. But I got to take a break. I'm about to go to the gym. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. We're gonna do another live show tonight at 8 p.m. Just a little warm-up show for right now, just to let everybody know how we feeling. But shout out to everybody who tuned in. We're gonna do this shit again tonight at 8 p.m.